Hi guys. So today's topic is why I scratched the idea about the coffee cup advertisement, the business. What's my new business idea? And a little news for you about my friend of mine that's running a online shop with Lego figures and the way he's making his money online. We're gonna have an interview with him. Not today, but next week, but I'll just tell you a little bit more about it. Right, so I just want to keep this episode nice and short while I'm on my way to college. If you are following my page on Facebook, page is called Dream Chaser 006 for you guys that don't know this. I scratched the idea about the advertisement on coffee cups. Not because the idea was bad. So if you guys were following, what was actually going on there was the fact that I was going to run a business where I am using coffee cups as an advertising tool for the third-party companies. So, for example, if you have a business, for example, you run a cinema and there's a new movie coming out and you want to advertise a movie in different means, you would contact me to, for example, produce 10,000 coffee cups and distribute them around the coffee shops in Ireland, So then, you can choose the area where you want your advertisement to appear, you can choose the quantity, and you can expect more or less what's gonna be the reach of the cups, right? It seems perfect, seems like a perfect business idea when you talk about it, but now the reason I dropped it is because the companies in Ireland, they're really focused on creating the brand image for their own company. So if you have a coffee shop, for example, you would rather use your own coffee cups than the coffee cups with advertisement. The benefit though that they meant to receive from me is that I would give those coffee cups for free. So I get an order to make an advertisement, I produce 10,000 different coffee cups, so that there's 10,000 different cups, and I give them to the coffee shops in that area that my client liked, wanted it for free. So I give them away for free, and the only thing I want in return is getting the numbers back, how many of those cups were actually sold, and for the coffee shops to actually use them. But the problem was that I couldn't just find companies that would be willing to work with me on that. Not the advertisement bit. That advertisement bit, that'd be no problem. I couldn't find my coffee shops that would distribute my products for me, and because I couldn't find them, my network was really shallow, and if I have a shallow network, then there's only so much orders I can take in a month, which reduces my monthly revenue, possibilities for my monthly revenue. And also, if I only have, let's say, 2-3 different coffee shops in whole Dublin, nobody would really go for that, because the reach is just very limited. The idea was that I have good few. I want to start off with at least 10 different coffee shops before I start taking orders for the advertisement. But like I said, I have sent many emails, I got in contact with many different companies, and so far the reception was bad. So only one guy got back to me, and it was kind of so-so anyway. So, that's the negative side of that idea. That's why I dropped it, because if I can't create the network, I can't create the revenue, I can't get clients, and if I have no clients, I can't get money. So the idea was pretty pointless. Now, a little plot twist on the situation. So, since I dropped that idea, I was already thinking of something else. Obviously, there is no time to waste. And there is a business that might be actually really good. Again, of course, I can't tell you too much, because if I tell you too much, it's really simple to copy. The idea is very simple, so it could be copied easily. So until I have it set up properly, or more or less at least, or unless it doesn't succeed, then I tell you, but not for now. So I'll tell you what I need is that I need to rent a space in a shopping center, and the space is going to be 2 by 4 meters, right? So it's only 8 meters squared, really, really small area, right? I need, let's say, 3,000 euro, 3,000 euros investment that I need for my business to make sure that I have enough funds for the equipment, and some backup there, for absorption if something happens unexpected, so I can survive, At 3,000 euros all I need, 8 meters squared in a shopping center. And the very good side on this, I don't even need to try to make money, because the very first day I start a business, I'm gonna make money of it. And the estimated profits I can make per month for that business initially, so from the very start, it's going to be 306 euro per day. So 306 euro per day. If I do it with only one set of equipment, if second set of equipment, I can double that, so I can make already 800 and 616, if I calculate this right. Yeah, something like that anyway. I had it all written down somewhere, and I did all the calculations. So over 600 euros in the second month. In second month, I can already make over 600 euro a day from this. And the expenses are very, well, now I thought the expenses are going to be very small, but that's the issue here. When I got in touch with a shopping center, a Dundrum shopping center, most of you probably know this if you live in Ireland, and I asked for a quote on a rent on an 8 meters squared, no infrastructure needed, only needed connection to the electricity basically, They gave me an astonishing price of 1,500 euros, but not per month. 1,500 euros per week. That's 6,000 euro a month, where my business can make a maximum profit of 1,530 euro in 1 week. And that's before I take some money for myself to live. That's before I pay the taxes. That's before I pay anything. So I was like, what the actual fuck, guys, are you serious? And then, a little bit negotiating with a little bit, and they went down to 800 euro per week. But 800 euro per week for a smaller space, so 2x2, so 4 meters squared. But the 4 meters squared is no use to me, because I need to have the 8 meters squared, the 2x4. So no, that's the bad news. That's the bad news for the business already, and it's only been like a few days since I got the idea. But on the other hand, that's only one shopping center that got back to me. But there's few other shopping centers I've sent email to, a few major ones, Leafy Valley Shopping Center and Blanchardstown Shopping Center. And if that doesn't work out, if they're gonna be expensive as well, I'm gonna think of an alternative, and I go to smaller places. There is a shopping center in Blanchardstown, there's Finglas, there's so many different ones, smaller ones, and there's few different shopping centers in the south of Dublin as well. So like the County Wicklow side, like Athlone, for example, not Athlone, Ashford or Wicklow, So I'll find something that's cheap enough, because if it's gonna be 1,500 a week, it will be cheaper for me to actually rent the whole freaking building, like some commercial unit in Dunleary, for example, which is a great area, it will be cheaper for me to do it. So nothing lost just yet. That's one issue I came across, but everything else so far has been good, I have everything sorted, all the business plans, all the equipment I need to buy, I have everything listed. That's one thing. Now, next topic, the interview. So there's a friend of mine, Bruno Rory, and his friend Rory. I don't know his surname actually. Bruno, you have to tell me his surname. These guys started a business selling Lego figures, and they went into wallets recently as well. They did it online actually, and they've been doing this for maybe two years now or so. And they started selling figures online. You wouldn't think, right? Because Lego figures were 2-3 euros, if it's some, let's say, Batman one, like some cool ones. And the guys are making good profit on this. I don't want to give you, of course, information on how much they make, unless Bruno's gonna let us do it. But I spoke with Bruno, and Bruno is actually interested with making an interview with me. So I asked Bruno, do you want to meet up for a coffee and make a video when I ask you questions and you answer them? It's like, oh yes, Conrad, of course, I'm very interested to do it. So sometime next week, if things go well, I'm gonna see Bruno, and we're gonna go through the whole business idea with him. We're gonna ask him why did he start a business, when did he start making serious money, what was the best thing he did, what was the worst thing he did, and so on and so on. I get a list of 10 questions that we're gonna ask Bruno, and if you guys have an idea what to ask him, comment actually in below the video, so I'll take a note of this, and if there's a chance I'll ask you the questions as well. But anyway, that's it for today's episode. You have a more or less of an update, an idea of what's going on right now to our way to $1 million milestone, and hopefully soon we're gonna go into the second fun bit. So one thing is $1 million, Second thing is actually doing a million different things in life. So we gotta think about something to do as well. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Feel free to follow me if you're interested in the topic. Make sure to invite your friends if you know anyone that's into these things. And we are going to be in touch. So thank you and have a nice day, guys. So bye-bye now.